when you can't even make sense out of your own life, that's a big red flag of your own life. I mean, I say this because, not necessarily because Alexandra Rodriguez isn't making any sense, because maybe in her head it's making sense. But to the rest of us, I'm pretty sure it's not making sense. Because literally a few weeks ago, they made a video and they showed us this brilliant gym. And then I made a video showing you guys roughly how much that gym cost. And it was no joke. It was not cheap in any kind of capacity. So you're thinking this is for the long-term basis. But then now we're here. And before we get to here, let me give a big shout out to every single person that is a member of the channel, including Patreon, and every single person that is a subscriber as we continue to grow. Like, going back to here, we are now here where all of a sudden, they've put their home up for sale. I mean, make it make sense. Such a beautiful freaking home. And I'm sitting there thinking, there has to be something to give. Something to give. And right now on YouTube or YouTube Street, this was happening. Like, listen, people will be like, yo, Maddie, talk about it. So we're here now. And I know recently, Yarmayn has been on a trip or been on a holiday, he's been on a vacation. He's been somewhere with Alexandra Rodriguez. That's the main part. And in that process, we've even seen her do vlogs, and in some of her vlogs, it does come across as if she's struggling to stand up for a long duration of time, because she seems to be sitting down quite a lot. Which wouldn't surprise me if that is the case, because she is literally gaining more and more weight as each day goes by, which is something that we evidently see. And we know that she has bad knees anyway. So the more weight she puts on, the more her knee or knees are going to be feeling it. They're going to be sore because she doesn't look after herself. But here's the thing though. Yarmayn right now is having a vacation, and all of a sudden the house is up for sale, and she's putting up for sale with him not even being there. So like, obviously they can communicate and whatnot, but the fact that it's not really like a full teamwork is quite interesting. And I say that because Alexandra is always boasting about, just because you're a fat girl, it doesn't mean you can't find a handsome guy. It doesn't mean you can't find someone to love you. Because you know how she has to make it clear that she's a fat girl who's found a guy. Not that she's just a female who's just found a guy. You know, it just has to be around that area, right? But here's the thing though. So really and truly, like, she portrays this unity they have, but it doesn't seem like it. Now listen to me, there's nothing wrong with him going on a trip with his guys. There's nothing wrong with it at all. There's somebody, you need your space. But if you ask me though, if you look on his Instagram account, at least it seems to me that she's stalking his every bloody move. I mean, listen, let me not forget you. Let me remind you. Remember the deleted podcast that I think it was the podcast that she did, or was it the no, it wasn't a podcast. I think it was her what was it again? Members, just when she did members, that's it, yes. I don't know if you remember that, but there was a point in that video where she literally said that she had a tracker or something on his car. I'm pretty sure it could have been the other guy, Alan. But either way though, it shows you the tendency that she has. She's definitely a paranoid person. She's definitely someone that likes to keep tabs on her guy. And it is quite sad that even if he is on vacation with his guys generally, because I know that some people have some people rumor that they believe that maybe he's out there with another lass, with another female, sorry. That's UK Northern slang. but obviously, you know, I very much doubt that he's out there doing the dirty, to be honest with you. He doesn't seem like the kind of guy. He's the kind of guy that knows what he has and he doesn't want to ruin it for anything, so he'll keep what he has. And what he has is a female with a bank account. And it seems to me, though, now also, this is another thing that people are talking about. There's been a time before Yarmayn talked about how he wanted to go back home. Go back to Rhode Island, I believe it was. So it is quite interesting that they're selling their home because, you know, who knows? Maybe potentially that they're looking to move to Rhode Island. I don't know. To be fair with you, if that happened, I'll be very surprised, but I won't be surprised. I'll be very surprised considering the fact that Alexandra Rodriguez is someone that is very selfish and everything has to be about her. But at the same time, though, she also has shown us that she has the ability to buy a guy. I mean, yes, I said it because that's what I think. I think personally their relationship based on the fact. And I get it. Who am I? Who am I to come out here? Make a comment like that. How dare you say that, Madzie? But listen, man, I'm just giving it to you how I see it. I'm not asking you to agree with me. But at the end of the day, like, based on how we've seen certain things, it seems to me as if she's, you know, the fact that she's bought this guy by what we've seen, it wouldn't have surprised me if she moved to wherever he wanted to go in that attempt to make sure that he stays around so she doesn't have to restart. Because there are many people in this world who hate and fear. They fear the thought of having to restart their life without someone. Because, you know, and plus, for her, it's not a good look. But it's always about keeping profile. Look at it this way, when she was Alan, she made it look like, she made it seem as if these two were good together all the time. And then boom, that broke out of nowhere. I mean, I've heard rumors of what went down, but that's the past. But really and truly, we know that because she has this persona of showing us that, or this perception that, hey, they're an amazing couple, I'm pretty sure that she would not fear to go to any lengths necessary to make sure that they stay an item, so she can keep bragging to the world, which I don't understand why it's important to her to brag to the world that she's a fat gal who has a real man, or a fat. It's like. It's crazy though. It's crazy though because I mean, it's crazy though because she's literally kind of saying, when she says those things, it's kind of contradictive a little bit to herself, you know, because because in the life we live, you know, there is always this perception. There is always this thing about, you know, when someone is not in shape, they can't get someone that's in shape. To be fair, Yarmayn isn't exactly in shape anymore, let's be honest, if you dig what I'm saying, okay? So there's always this kind of perception, right? And that's something that Alexandra Rodriguez touched about here and there. So it's quite interesting that she's now shoving in our faces. But this is Alexandra Rodriguez, someone who's a narcissist, someone who's selfish, someone that is Alexandra Rodriguez. That's the most polite way I can say that. But nonetheless, though, it is clear that they're selling the home for a reason. Whatever that reason is, we probably will never know. Because from what I understand, this moment in time, in her most recent vlogs, especially the most recent one, the live update, she did not speak about this at all. And also, most importantly, as always, if you go to her YouTube page or you go to her social medias, she has deleted any comment that insinuates, or no, sorry, that questions why she's moving, has been deleted. Which comes at no surprise, does it now, ladies? But nonetheless, though, you let me know what you think about the situation itself at hand. Why do you think they're moving? Do you think that they're pulling the house for sale because she's looking to move to Rhode Island, where Yarmayn has spoke about before? Is it Long Island? It's one of the two. I think it's Rhode Island. Can't be Long. It's definitely. Yeah. Either way, do you think it's to save face? I mean, do you think it's just to make sure that he stays around? Or do you think it's for a different reason? Because all I'm saying is this. If they're going to build that kind of gym and then move, listen, yo, I'll give you my address and you can send me that gym real quick. I won't complain. If you think what I'm saying. But nonetheless, though, let me know what you're thinking in the comment section, please. Like, subscribe. Peace.